Gavin Newsom, as far as his general election electability, and I'm sure that's not the way you're supposed to put that, but I'm an idiot, so that's how I put it. I obviously don't need any help hating Gavin Newsom. I'm sure you don't either. But I'm not normal. I'm on the right, far to the right. The normal voter, is this guy, does he come off as slimy and sleazy like he does to me? Does he come off as smooth? How does this guy come off to Joe Schmo?
He is more likable than you or I would probably like to admit. He's one of these people who surrounds himself with Republicans. He lives, even though he lives in a blue state, he lives in a very Republican area. His neighbors are all Republicans. His wife's family, they live in Montana. They're very wealthy people in Montana who donate to Ron DeSantis. A lot of the extended members of his own family are Republican. He watches nothing but Fox News and probably your show at night after he pours a couple of glasses of wine. So he understands, as a liberal Democrat, how Republicans think better than a lot of Republican elected officials do, because he consumes nothing but our media and talks to nothing but other Republicans. So he's a chameleon in many ways and has the ability to branch out past the normal Democratic base. And I don't think people give him enough credit for that. That being said, it's entirely possible that he's another one of these paper tigers. And you see this happen over and over again throughout history, where you have these governors who, for whatever reason, are white hot in their own state, and the national publications write about them as the savior of their party. And then it comes around to where they actually put their name on the ballot, or they have to put their name on the ballot, and then it just blows up on takeoff. You saw that with Mario Cuomo when he was the governor of New York. Everyone thought that he was going to be the next big thing. That didn't exactly happen. You saw that with Beto O'Rourke from your state of Texas and others. And I think there's a chance that could be Gavin Newsom, too, that he could be just, the it girl that just can't sell movie tickets.
Okay, let's drill down on that, because actually another example from my state is Rick Perry, wildly popular governor from the state of Texas, good-looking guy, charismatic, of course, going to be the next big thing. And it's hard to find more embarrassing presidential campaigns than Rick Perry's presidential campaigns. So my question is, just kind of game plan this out for Newsom, why doesn't it work for these governors when it doesn't work? What is the thing they're missing nationally that they have in their state?
Well, there's only 24 hours in a day. So if you're Gavin Newsom and you are going to New York City to do the national shows, or you're traveling to Israel, or you're traveling to China to make yourself look like a world leader, who's minding the store back at home? And in a state as large and complex as California, it was complete chaos while he was gone. He was in China, and there was a district attorney, George Gascon, in Los Angeles that he initially appointed to be the DA of San Francisco, who is to the left of Japan. I mean, this guy absolutely is a Soros prosecutor who does not believe in putting any criminal in prison. He believes that victims need to check their privilege, and he reinforces that over and over and over again. There was an attractive woman in a skirt in downtown Long Beach walking, and a homeless man who was totally naked came up from behind her, lifted her skirt up, and pressed himself up against her and knocked her down. An obvious sexual assault. Cops turn it over to the DA. The DA, they recommend felony sexual assault charges. The DA, the Soros DA, gets the case and says, no, this is a misdemeanor. And one of the charges that he's charging the guy with is vandalism. They're literally treating her lady parts like it's a vending machine that got robbed. And that was the only story that got covered in California while he was gone. So he's thinking he's looking like a world leader. And then this is the story that's dominating the headlines while you're not here. You don't do anything about it. You don't say anything about it. And it's getting everyone all worked up. And you look awful. And there was a poll that just came out here in California this morning that had his approval rating at 49%, which is low for him. And that's not 49% as an accident. He's neglecting everything going on in the state right now. So people who voted for him are frustrated with the fact that he's on this tour around the globe trying to present himself as an alternative to Joe Biden.